This saying is come from the Chinese medicine body clock. Everything follows the law of nature. It runs in a cycle with balance. For example, a day includes daytime and nighttime. There are 4 seasons in a year and 24 hours in a day. If people can live and following with the law of nature, we can stay healthy easily, including both mentally and physically. Yin-yang is one of the main concepts of the Chinese medicine. It means the harmony of all the opposite elements, such as sun and moon, day and night. It is based on a very simple principle. Any system that is in harmony tends towards healthy and sustainability. The Chinese medicine body clock built upon the concept of the flow of energy throughout the body. Chinese medicines believe that each 2 hours has a different internal organs on duty. A day is divided into 12 intervals, which means 2 hours for each. Each organ has 2 hours time period that was the most energetic and working hardest. Let's say if you are waking up at a certain time in the middle of the night, you can turn to the body clock and to know what may be behind your insomnia. Now, let's have a tour of the body clock. I will share the tips on how the better choice of food and lifestyle are. Let's start from the morning, from 3 a.m. Did you waking up between 3 to 5 a.m.? This is the time for nuns. The nuns are responsible for distributing the body's qi, which is the vital energy, and blood to the whole body, so that the people's faces are rosy and energetic in the morning. This is the time that we should sleep. Through gentle breathing, it assists the body with elimination the toxic waste. If you waken up between this time, you may have the imbalance with your lungs. It can be an indication of sadness and grief that needs to be addressed. Relaxing exercise is recommended, such as deep breathing exercise. The body should be kept warm too, to help the lungs to replenish the body. 5 to 7 is the time for the large intestine. This is the best to start the day with warm water, as hydration allows the large intestine to begin the process of elimination and remove toxins after the sleep. Light exercise is a good way to wake your body up. Have a walk in the park can help to de-stress naturally. It helps not only the physically, but emotionally deal with guilt and stagnation, which are the emotions associated with this time. Combing your hair is also good to do at this time. This is like a mini massage that stimulates your scalp. 7 to 9 is the time for stomach. This is important to eat the biggest meal of the day to enhance the digestion and absorption. Warm meals that are high in nutrients are the best in the morning. You can eat some high fiber food such as the oats, spinach, potatoes, which are good for the stomach function. Remember to avoid cold drinks. It will cause the stomach to contract and shut down. 9 to 11 is the time for spleen. In Chinese medicine, the spleen is considered the most important digestive organ. This is the ideal time to exercise and work. The brain is the most energetic and is the first productive time of a day. So, you must do your most taxing task of the day at this time. The spleen and the stomach is always go together. So here are some food that can help us to have a healthier spleen and stomach. For example, the congee, pumpkin soup, and also the lotus seeds. The afternoon time, from 11 to 1 p.m. is the time for heart. To keep things light and happy during these hours, and also to avoid over workload for your body, so that having a nice lunch over a good conversation for a happy heart. Having a cup of tea is also recommended during this time. The heart should be nurtured. It's suitable for a napping. 10 minutes is enough. However, for some officers are inconvenienced to nap at noon. So just close their eyes around 12 o'clock for resting for 3 to 5 minutes, which is much better than not sleeping. So no matter how busy you are at working, find a way to close your eyes and rest for 5 minutes is good for you. 1 to 3 p.m. is the time for small intestine. The body's processing again after lunch, separating usable energy from waste. The small intestine absorbs the subtle parts and transports to the whole body and sending the waste into a large intestine. Therefore, we should go for a light lunch, which is to avoid indigestion. 3 to 5 p.m. is the time for bladder. After 3 o'clock, people will become more and more awake and energetic, reaching the second golden hour of the day. This is the perfect time to study or to complete the brain challenging work. At this time, the bladder is most active, so this is the time for drinking water. Another cup of tea is also advised in order to help to detox. 5 to 7 p.m. is the time for kidneys. Kidneys remove extra fluid from our body. In Chinese medicine, there is 5 elements. Kidneys is represented by water. As you can see, kidney, bladder, bones is also represented by the water. Food which is in black is good for our kidneys. For example, black beans, black sesame paste. This is also a perfect time to have dinner and go out to have a walk or do some stretching. Now we go to the evening time. 7 to 9 p.m. is the time for pericardium. The pericardium is a sac that surrounds your heart. It holds the heart in place and keeps it work properly. If we say the heart is like an emperor of human, the pericardium is the officers around the emperor, which helps to protect the emperor. At this time, you should keep your mood relaxed and happy. You can sit outdoor, check in with your friends, and also do some exercise. However, heavy exercise and mental activities is not recommended at this time. It's good for meditation, also to have a relaxed time with your loved ones. 9 to 11 p.m. is the time for triple energizer. It's included 3 parts. They are upper burner, middle burner, and lower burner. It's responsible for the circulations of qi and blood around the body. And the triple energizer passes through the hundreds of pulses. It's a good time for sleeping, which helped the internal organs to be adjusted. However, it's difficult for the modern people to do this. Then even if you don't sleep, try to keep your mood calm and avoid angry. You can listen to some gentle music or watch some relaxing videos. At 11 o'clock, you must fall asleep. Keep the room quiet and the mood is stable. In Chinese medicine, this period of time is the yin energy phase out and the yang energy begins to grow. Yang energy helps you to keep active during the day and is stored when you are asleep. God, brother, decides to make the decision. That is the determination. If the courage is insufficient, people who are weak in determination, they may be weak in their gallbladder. 1 to 3 a.m. is the time for our liver. At this time, it is necessary to stay asleep, and the yang qi produced can be nourished. During this time, toxins are released from the body and fresh new blood is made. Your liver is the home of your blood. If you find yourself working during this time, you will have problem with your livers and detoxification process. Such people will have dry eyes, night sweats, and other symptoms. Even if you wake up at this time, you should try to keep calm and stable and return to sleep. According to the Chinese medicine, the 5 tastes of sour, sweet, bitter, spicy, and salty correspond to the 5 internal organs, of which sour enters the liver. Therefore, having more sour food can promote the function of livers, such as lemon, Harvard, yogurt, vinegar. They all are good for our liver. Also, according to the colors, green food is good for our livers, such as the cucumber and also seaweed. Apple is also good because it's considered as the sour food. I would recommend a book called The Medical Classic of the Yellow Emperor. This is a very traditional and classic book for the Chinese medicine. They have the English translation, so if you have time, you can read it, and it can give you a lot of insight or wisdom of the Chinese medicine. I would like to introduce 3 acupuncture points, that is to protect our liver and also to relieve depression.